Hey, what's going on everyone? Dave here with some more Mario 64. We are doing 100 coin missions and I'm just blabbering away talking about my life. So, last episode I talked about how I got into fencing and martial arts. And I also ended off the episode this one's hard because this level's so big and the coins are so spread out. It's going to take a while to get 100. And we're getting into the levels where this is really easy to die in the middle of them. So, I'm going to get a lot of the hard ones like that one first. Man, we're getting into it. So, I talked about how fencing and martial arts also gave me a love of biomechanics and how, just like people could do all sorts of things with their bodies just by being dedicated to a discipline or an art. Oh, kill this guy. Huh, yeah. Nice. For example, what Mario can do with his body for his stature is pretty impressive. Okay, kill this guy. Oh yes, I want this. And I want that. I want it all. So, when I was actually starting fencing, I made friends with a lot of dance majors at school because also there's just a huge, really good dance program at SUNY Purchase. So it's really awesome. And the dancers were all really awesome. Like, some of them sucked, of course, because in any group of performers, you're gonna get those people who are like, just, completely self-centered. But I also had a lot of respect for those guys, and I made a lot of good friends in those programs. Ooh, money! Oh, it disappeared. Let's try to get this pokey. And the dancers, honestly, they helped me a lot with understanding how to get better at fencing. Because, like a lot of physical disciplines, the optimal way to fence, at least the way I do it, is to... I'm gonna take flight here. I don't want to die from those tox boxes. It's all about moving from your core. Moving your extremities with as much fluidity and grace as possible, which transcribes into effortlessness, while your core is intact and what's keeping you stable and rooted. Darn it. I missed that coin. Because I wasn't stable and rooted. Now, learning my dancer friends, and they were like crazy ballet people. Like, they do things that I could never do in my entire life because they're just really good. And they showed me some like bar-like exercises, and it blew my mind. Bar is intense and ridiculous. Like, I don't know how people do it, because it's so much. Okay, I need to make sure I don't lose this wing cap. Alright. Okay. And so that taught me a lot about how to develop strength internally, because if you look at dancers, they're the strongest people you'll ever meet, and they don't look it at all. They don't have big muscles, but they have very long and lean muscles, which makes them incredibly flexible and incredibly strong internally, because they can heave their bodies around like no one's business. And in that regard, I have so much respect for that because I can see how that translates to the martial arts. Dancers are some of my favorite people to teach how to fence and fight because they just have all the right stuff in them already. They're already pliable, they're already flexible, they can take to pretty much any physical discipline because their bodies can move so fluidly. I also really like working with athletes because it's the opposite. Athletes are so used to conditioning specific muscles for their task, and in some cases they're actually more prone to injury. Dancers are too, because of what they do. But a lot of athletes will actually train through pain, and they'll train through injuries, which will... Oh god, get away, Klepto. Oh, okay. And so their training will actually be very, I don't want to say dangerous, but like, it makes their bodies develop in interesting ways. Like, for example, as a martial artist, I don't have the most symmetrical body, and especially as a fencer, because I lunge off my rear leg, I hold the lunge on my front leg, and that develops your legs in two different ways. My rear arm is hanging out like this, and I have this arm up here, and I'm extending it and retracting it, and so that's a whole thing. And when I'm using my fingers to articulate the point, that develops your forearm in ways that your rear arm isn't developing. So it's really fascinating to me how, damn it. It's really fascinating to me how you freaking stole my hat, you dang bird. Okay, I need to get this star first. When Mario loses his hat, which I didn't think I would ever show in this playthrough, but looks like I have to, he takes twice as much damage, which sucks. Oh, I was really hoping he wouldn't get that. That's the other reason I hate the 100 coin mission. It's so easy for him to get ya. Okay, armed with 64 coins, I think it's safe to go into the pyramid for the rest of the coins. Really glad that guy didn't hit me. Oh no. And please, is there money in here? No. I think there's some coins I can get up here as well. So let's just grab these. Oh no! Oh god. That could have been it right there. Alright. Ooh, I want this. Yes. Is there any more? Okay. Doesn't look like there's any more up there. Freaking Shy Guy spitting fire at me. What's up with that? Okay, I should be able to get everything else I need in the pyramid. I believe there's a blue coin switch somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, I forgot where these guys spawn. Oh, wait, I remembered. Haha. Okay. Angle the camera. Angle the... fucking Mario. I don't have time for this. Oh, okay. Jesus. Alright. Did not need those disappearing on me. Okay, we need 15 more coins. And then I'm gonna go back into this level to try to wrangle my hat. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. McNuggets. Where was I? Yeah, so they taught me a lot of stuff about bar, and that was great. Oh yeah, I was talking about how athletes and martial artists have sort of asymmetrical bodies. So I love working with athletes because it's so interesting to see how their bodies take to fencing and how that's different from dancers, how it's different from uncoordinated shy kids, which I was when I started, and how that differs from, I don't know, people who have the genes but no effort, like, because there's so much that goes on psychologically and physiologically with fencing and anything that you do. Because it's all about determination and aptitude, and you'll find a lot of people who take to it so naturally, and because it's so easy for them, they just don't care. And so it's interesting to see how that affects the way they train. There's so much that goes on with this sort of thing, and I find it all really, really fascinating. And so I really like observing that stuff. There's this one semester we had a dancer, a football player, and a wrestler, and uncoordinated people, theater people, and they all took to it so differently, and that stuff blew my mind how fascinating it was. Oh, I just realized I have to go back in there. Darn. Because I gotta get my hat back. Yeah, I'll spend the next minute and a half getting that, so sorry. Yeah, as you can see, when the levels are more spaced out, it takes more time to get the 100 coin stars. So... but yeah, I have respect for anyone and who does things like that, and that's why recently, in addition to the stuff I do, I've taken an interest in gymnastics recently, and for a lot of different reasons. But I've been finding that really, really cool in terms of developing flexibility and, you know, just navigating life and, well, that's getting esoteric. I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole 40 minutes of conversation. But gymnastics is really interesting because it gets rid of a lot of fear. Because you're afraid, naturally, as humans, evolutionarily, we're used to having our feet on the ground. We're afraid when our head is under our legs and we are mid-air. When you're doing a handstand and you're treating your legs to do the job as that your feet do. Okay, so let's get that hat. Where did it fall? Oh no, oh no. Okay. Yeah, when you're training your legs to do the job that your feet do, you end up developing very strangely, and your body just thinks, you know, your body gets scared. And so it's actually a really good exercise to re-coordinate your body and conquer any fear that you have. Where are you, Hat? Oh, is he coming after me? Did I get it back? I need to wait for this thing to run out just to see if I got my... Oh, God. Just to see if I got my hat back. And I don't see it on the ground. Did I actually get it back? That would be awesome. No! Okay, the moment of truth. Oh no, I gotta get that hat! No! It was on the wall. Oh, there it is. Wow, it actually stayed here. Oh, that's so cool. How do we get it? Oh, get away! Get away! What the hell are you doing? Ah! Die! Die! No! Oh, I got it. I think I got it. Yay! Thank you, Shy Guy. Oh, and thank you, everyone, for listening to me ramble about the stuff I'm passionate about. Let me know if you want to hear more about that sort of thing. I think I'm going to give it a break, because, Fox, I think I sufficiently answered all your questions, and then some. But I don't have much else to say on those matters, so I think I'm just going to get back into, you know, talking about the game as it's unfolding while I do the rest of these 100 coin missions, and of course I'll ramble if I have anything interesting or not interesting to say. So again, thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like this video, and be sure to subscribe to keep up with what's going on. We only have 7 more levels to get 100 coins in. For now, this is Dave out. Peace out.